Hi guys, it's C-Schwab, and whoops, I'm doing it this way. Well, no, we don't have to because my face is not on there because it's Sunday morning, and my hair is a hot mess. But anyway, let's start going over the homework so that way you guys have some semblance of what's going on here. So you have a 42-foot cable is being divided into lengths in the ratio of a 3 to 4 ratio. What are the lengths? What are the two lengths in which the cable is divided? So here's the thing. I'm gonna use pink because I like the pink. Pink, pink, come on, pink. Here we go. So if it's a 3 to 4 ratio, that means that it's like 3 pieces to 4 pieces. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. So in other words, it's basically saying that it's 3 to here and then 4 to there. So this is 3 and this is 4. So that's what they're saying, that there's a length of a cable that's 42 feet long, and we're trying to figure out how long each piece of cable is. Well, if I said to you how many pieces total are there, well, there's a total of 7 pieces that's being broken down into 42 feet, right? So 7 pieces are being broken down into 42 feet. So if that's the case, then what would be the length of each individual piece? Right? So you want to figure out what the length of this guy is, this guy, this guy, this guy, this guy, this guy, and this guy. And once we know that, then we can figure out 3 times that and 4 times that and so forth. So if, for those of you who are like, well, it's 6 feet, of course it is, because 42 divided by 7 is equal to 6. So that means that's 6, that's 6. Each piece is 6 feet long. So if it's a 3 to 4 ratio, that means that this piece right here is going to be 18, and this one over here is going to be 24. So the two lengths that we're looking for is 18 feet and 24 feet. And the way we did it is we said, well, if you look at the 3 to 4 ratio, that means that's 7 pieces total. So if we can find out what 1 piece is worth, then we can figure out what 3 times is worth, and we can figure out what 4 times is worth. Okay? Next one. Let's go here. I'm going to pull up some other stuff here. And I think this is the next one that we want, I hope. Yes, okay. So these are fun because here's the thing. It says find the measures of the angles of a triangle if the ratio of the measures of the 3 angles are 2 to 5 to 3. What do you guys know about the angles of a triangle? That's right. The angles of a triangle add up to 180. So to me, what this is saying is that this 2 times this plus 5 times this plus 3 times that has to give us 180. So therefore, you want to look at this as 2x plus 3x plus 5x, come on, plus, is equal to 180, okay? So that gives us a 10x is equal to 180, and so x is equal to 18. So 18 times 2, so this angle here is going to be 36 degrees. 5 times 18 is, I'm going to say, what is that, 90, 80 degrees. And 3 times 18 is 48 degrees. No, it's not. 3 times 18 is not 48 degrees. Or 5 times, hold on. 18 times 5, I can't do 18 times 5. There is 90. Sorry, that's 90. 90. And then 3 times 18 is 24. Carry 54. Sunday morning, guys. Okay. So, because it should make sense that it's 36, 90, and 54. And they should all add up to 180. In fact, they do, because 54 plus 36 is 90. So now that you did A, you should certainly know how to do B, because we talked about the ratios of the measures, again, of the 3 angles. So you're on. So I'm going to expect you guys to know the 6 to 9 to 10 ratio for that one on the next one, okay? All right, let's move on. And let's see, here we go, new page. Let's go get the next thing that we're on the hunt for, because I do really want you guys to do super well on this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Open that up. Okay. This one's a little bit different because it says find the measures of the sides of each triangle. Sides don't add up to 180, angles do. So if we look at this, it says the ratio of the measures of 3 sides of a triangle are 8 to 7 to 5, whose perimeter is 240. So the cool thing is that instead of taking it and, you're seeing the 8 to 7 to 5, and I hope in your minds you're doing 8x plus 7x plus 5x, and because it's perimeter now, is equal to 240. So 8x plus 7x plus 5x is equal to 240, right? So 15, so that's 20x is equal to 240. So x is equal to 12, right? Because 12 times 20 is 240, okay? So in our triangle, this side that's 8 times 12 is 96, right? So this is 96. The next one would be 7x, which is 84 feet. And then 5 times that would be 60. And if I sum all those up, 96 plus 84 plus 60 does in fact equal 240. This one is yours. You guys take that one on. We're saying the lengths of the sides of a triangle is 3 to 4 to 5, and your perimeter is 72. Again, I'll be expecting that from you. Okay, on to the next one. So we have this guy right here. And I believe it's this guy. Nope. No. You know what it is? I want to look at, yeah, no, we could do this one. We'll do a couple of these. All right. You guys should be rocking these by now, just saying. So over here, if you're looking at it, fine. Each pair of polygons is similar. You want to find x and y round to the nearest hundredth if necessary. So if you look at A is talking about the angles. And if you remember, if polygons are similar, then the corresponding angles are going to be equal. So to me, if I want to find out what x is equal to, this is angle L. And if I'm looking at my similarity, it's equal to 87. So that means x minus 4 equals 87. So that means x on this one here is going to be 91. Now for y, I know that y plus 30 is equal to 60 because the corresponding angles are equal. So y is 30. I mean, I don't have to do any math on that one. On B, on the other hand, we're talking about sides now, and the sides have to be in proportion, which means we need to use proportions to actually solve. So to me, I'm looking over here, and I know that BC corresponds to EH, and by the way, that would be 8 over 10, and 8 over 10 simplifies to 4/5, which is what I would want to use, okay? So you could do it, if you want to do 8 over 10, that's fine, but the smaller the numbers for me, the better. So I know that this side here corresponds to this side, and these two obviously go together like so. So if I want to find out what x is equal to, I'm going to do x plus 2 over 15 is equal to 4 over 5, right? Because again, my goal is to be, that word is consistent. So if I cross multiply, 15 times 4 is 60 is equal to 5 times the quantity x plus 2. And you should recognize you have to distribute. I'm going to come on down here because I need some space. So I get 60 is equal to 5x plus 10. If I subtract 10 from both sides, I get 50. So 5x equals 50. So x is equal to 10. Okay? Now to get y, this guy here corresponds to that guy over there. And again, I want to use the ratio of 4/5 because that is the simplified version of 8/10. So I'm going to use a different color so that way we can keep track. So this is 4/5 is equal to y minus 3 over 5. So 20 is equal to, I'm going to cross multiply 5y minus 15. Notice I distributed everything. So if I add this over, I get 35 equals 5y. So y over here should equal 7. I'm going to leave it up to you guys to do C and D for me on this one. Okay? And finally, I want to do the quadrilateral. So let's go pick that baby up because that's an overlapping quadrilateral, which is a kind of nice little thing we got going on there. So it's you. Open you up. And we have all of this excitement. So we're told that ABCD is similar to AEFG, which is nice because everything's on the inside and they gave us all these little measurements. And let's go through and do this problem together, shall we? So the scale factor of trapezoid ABCD to trapezoid AEFG. So here's the thing. If I'm going to do that, right, then I have to look and see who's who. Now, by the way, this little piece here, because it can get a little nerve-wracking because this is only piece of that big trapezoid, right? So, but I know the whole length of this side is 12. So if I do 12 minus 4.5, I now know that the length of this guy of length of AG is 7.5. So we know that AG is equal to 7.5. Because they asked me for the scale factor of trapezoid, I have to compare the side of the big trapezoid to the side of the little trapezoid, and what I had to do is find out what AG was, because AG is proportional to AD, but they want me to do big guy to little guy, so that means this is big guy, and this is little guy, so it's 12 over 7.5. So if I do 12 over 7.5, I get 1.6 on my calculator, but I want to do, it's an 8:5 ratio. So this is 8:5 for A. Or you could say 1.6:1 or 1.6:1. They are the same, okay? Now they asked for the length of AG, which I just got, which was 7.5. Now they want the length of DC. DC is this side right over here. And you should recognize that DC corresponds to GF. So if I want to use it, that means I can do, there's several ways to do this. Remember, the goal is to be consistent. But I'm going to do 7.5 over 12, right? Because I'm going to do small is to big as small is to, I'm going to call that guy X as small is to big. So if I cross multiply, I get 7.5x is equal to 12 times 14, 12, and I'm doing it on my calculator as we speak, so you guys can even play catch up. You guys should be hitting pause, by the way, when you're doing these problems, and then check to see if your answers correspond to mine. So I got 22.4 for this guy, so 22.4 for him, okay? Now they want the measure of angle ADC, so the angle ADC is right down here, and you should recognize that ADC is equal to this guy because the corresponding angle should be equal. So this is equal to 108 degrees. That's an 8 there. Okay. And I want to find out what BC is equal to. I'm going to call him Y. And again, you want to use your proportions. If you want to press pause now and give it a shot yourself, I think that's a great idea. Okay. So, but for me, I'm going to do 8 over Y is equal to 7.5 over 12. So I get 96 is equal to 7.5x. I'm sorry, y, right? 7.5y. So 96 divided by 7.5 is 12.8. So this is equal to 12.8. So this is equal to 12.8. So now they want the perimeter of trapezoid ABCD, right? ABCD. And I knew that this was equal to, this was 22.4. Is that right? X came out to equal 22.4. So if I want the perimeter, I'm going to add 12, 26, 12.8, and 22.4. So if I do that, 22.4 plus 12.8 plus 12 plus 26, it gives me 73.2. So this is 73.2. And they want the perimeter of the other guy. So that means I have to find out what AE is equal to. So if I want to find out what A is equal to, I'm going to call that M. So that means that M over 26 is equal to 7.5 over 12. Just again, smallest to big, just be consistent. So 26 times 7.5 divided by 12 gives me 16.5. So this is 16.25. Sorry, not 16.5. My calculator says 16.25. So if I want the perimeter, I'm just going to add all four sides up, plus 8 plus 14, and then plus 7.5. Okay, and that gives me 45.75. Now, if they say to you the ratio of this polygon to this, the perimeter of that polygon, we're doing 73.25, or just 73.2 divided by 45.75, so 73.2 divided by 45.75, and that's definitely going to be 1.6 to 1. And if you notice, the ratios of the sides were 1.6 to 1, so the ratios of the perimeters will also be 1.6 to 1. How great. We're done.